Hai, Assalamualaikum. I'm Dimas Mardatila Aryani, the student of English Language Education Department of UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. Here, I would like to present my research proposal entitled Students' Perceptions Toward the Use of Video Conferencing in the Classroom, a case study at SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi. First is the background of the study. Video conferencing is a synchronous technological tool which accommodates people to meet each other through interactive voice, video, and data transfer among two or more groups or people. In video conferencing, the users will be provided with features of special cameras, viewing monitors, and microphones. Although video conferencing has been existed and used since 1968, but video conferencing just becomes widely well known around the world recently. Moreover, video conferencing has penetrated in the classroom by teachers in higher education and for students in different levels. In educational context, video conferencing is utilized to facilitate the students who desire to take part in course that isn't available in their educational institutions despite their distant sites. With the help of advanced information technologies, distance education can be held easily wherever the teacher and students are. Thus, the objective of this study is to explore the students' perception toward the use of video conferencing in the classroom at SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi. There are two questions provided for this research. First is, how is the use of video conferencing in the classroom at SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi? Second, how is the students' perception toward the use of video conferencing in the classroom at SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi? Next is the literature review. Slameto and Walkito in 2010 stated that perception is a process which starts from the sense of organ, and it is where the information transferred to human brain. This happens during the process of interaction which is done by people with his or her environment. Through perception, people recognize and comprehend about the kinds of phenomenon which exist in their environment, whether in positive or negative perceptions. Regarding to the students' perception, students are the main and most important resource in the teaching and learning process. When the teacher gives meaning to stimuli their classroom, students' perception is necessary in a teaching and learning process as it is highly related with their overall feedbacks of teaching effectiveness. Video conferencing is a communication medium that provides audio and visual facilities to connect the users with one another. This medium allows you to send files, slides, static pictures, and text through platforms used like desktop and web. This is confirmed by Krutka and Karano in 2016. Lots of teachers apply video conferencing in the teaching and learning process to explore problem solving, development, and competency among students and themselves. It is confirmed by Lawson, Comber, Gage, and Colum Hansau in 2010. Related to the topic, there are relevant previous studies. First is students' perceptions of video conferencing in the classrooms in higher education by Duygu, Kanderli, and H. Guru Yüksel from Yildiz Technical University, Istanbul, Turkey, 2012. Second is classroom video conferencing is contribution to peace education by Lady D. Pairanga, MSU, Iligan Institute of Technology in Iligan City, Philippines, 2013. And the third is male and female students' perceptions toward the implementation of video conference as a distance learning media that enhances teachers' productivities by Yelis Bintang Permatasari at Galuh University, 2018. This research will be a qualitative research, in particular in a form of explanatory and explanative text. Then, the data for the research question will be students' perception on the use of video conferencing in the class. The source of the data will be the students of SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi who have experienced in using video conferencing in the class. For the instruments, there are questionnaire and interview session for the students of SMAN 1 Giri, Banyuwangi, and the second is observation checklist for the researcher notes. In the data collection technique, the first to do is delivering the questionnaire sheet to students, and then there are 6 students will be interviewed face-to-face in a group of 3, and the last is the researcher will conduct observation during the class while using the video conferencing. In data analysis technique, all the collaborated data will be analyzed and concluded to achieve the result of the student's perception toward the use of video conferencing descriptively in a form of explanatory paragraph.